He's one of our favorite guests. He's been on here. I think Chris, did he guest host this program once upon a time?
I don't think so. I think he cut like a kind of a fun like promo back in the day.
For it was Ballin'. He was
Ballin'.
Yes, here on this show, which he does professionally.
Yeah.
Television, movies, the Unicorn on CBS right now, Thursdays at 9:30 p.m. on CBS, and now Top Gear America. Which premieres today exclusively on the Motor Trend app. Rob Corddry on this program. How are you, Rob?
Oh man, it is good to hear your voice.
Right back at you. You know, I'm wondering what. Let's just jump right into what you're here to promote, and then we can talk about.
Get into the issues.
Then we could talk about us.
Okay.
So, the Motor Trend app. This is how I can buy GameStop stock, right? Is that what this app is for, or is it a different app?
Oh no, you should fire your broker.
Oh gosh, so this has nothing to do with that.
You've been given really bad information.
Okay, so what is then? Let me give you the floor then. What do we got here with the Motor Trend app and then Top Gear America that you and Dax Shepard? Look at that, and Jethro Bovington. Walk me through all this.
Yeah, man, it was one of maybe a very small handful of things that I was offered and immediately knew that I was going to do.
Okay.
You know, I've been, a car guy forever, and this is the gig, right? And I essentially I kind of understood right away why they were calling me, because I'm not the kind of guy that can talk for a half an hour about limited slip differentials, but I'm an enthusiast and I've made it known, and I think so. I was like, this is very smart of them. Actually, I'm going to represent the viewer. Like, I will be the viewer transported onto the screen /app. And man, the three of us have had a great time.
Well,
I wouldn't even know where to begin.
I got to tell you, Rob, I mean, it's similar to the way I view my gig with NFL Network, where I guess the sports cars or the dream cars are actually like Hall of Fame athletes that I get to hang out with. And I put the fans in my shoes. Like, I mean, it's not like I know the X's and O's and the cover three defenses and the stunts and all that stuff like the back of my hand, but I do love the sport and I do love, the athletes, and I just want to put the fans in my shoes. So that sounds like the role that you're playing here on this show.
It's right on the nose. And from the first time you came on, people could tell that because you were just you know how guys always say, like, they'll be joking around watching a game. They'll be like, they should put us on TV. We could do better than these guys. You are like the guy transported from that group of friends, and thank God you got rid of them.
What's your first car? What was the first car you ever got, Rob?
Oh, well, get ready, ladies.
Mm-hmm.
A 1975 Ford Pinto wagon.
Oh, my God. Weren't those the ones that if you got rear-ended, they exploded? Wasn't that one of those?
That was the
coupe?
That was the coupe.
Okay.
This was the wagon. This was really upscale. And it had no floorboards.
Like the Flintstones? You used your feet? Is that what you're saying?
The Flintstones car. Every time, and it wasn't on my side. It was on the passenger side. So every time I went over a puddle, which in Boston was frequently, my girlfriend would get wet.
No kidding. So that's your first car. Not likely to appear on any episodes, I imagine, of Top Gear America. That vehicle. Ever.
It's not the most exciting car, but
okay.
I don't know. That's what I kind of love about Top Gear is that because I love every kind of car. I love that car because I remember the smell of it, And there's something to love about almost every car, and we are sometimes challenged to, we squeeze the most we can out of these mistakes.
Yes. So was there an 8-track ability in this vehicle?
No. I think that if I remember correctly, there was like an aftermarket radio in there with a cassette player. So I was I was right on, or maybe it was it was definitely an aftermarket radio, because I remember throwing the Beastie Boys' License to Ill out the window of my car after I had played it too much to understand anymore.
So somebody's like Impala ran it over or something like that? Is that what you're saying once it threw out the window? Or
hey man, you direct it in your head and I'll direct it in mine.
Rob Corddry here on the Rich Eisen Show again. Motor Trend's Top Gear America with Dak Shepard and Jethro Bovingdon can be watched and enjoyed starting today on all media players and streaming devices, where you can watch a show like Top Gear America. So your Patriot fandom, how does that compute with what's going on with the current quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Rob, are you happy for him? Are you hate watching this? What are you doing right now watching TB12?
Oh yeah. I'm it's almost, I almost feel like I have two teams.
Okay.
Right now, because the combination of Brady and Gronk was almost silly. And I really enjoyed watching the Patriots, try and get it together, and Cam, one of the best quarterbacks of the last decade or so, and so I don't know. I think it's made what would otherwise have been a just kind of odd season pretty watchable.
So you are rooting for Tom to win his 7th, is what you're saying?
Listen, I think this kid's going to go all the way.
I think so too, but then there's Mahomes as well. Where are you going to watch the Super Bowl? You planning on watching it, or where are you going to watch it?
Patrick Mahomes isn't bad at football.
He's correct. By the way, if this is the keen analysis you're bringing to cars at Top Gear America, then this is going to be phenomenal. This is going to be.
That's why I lose fantasy football, man. This is the. This is why I don't have your job.
Oh my gosh, where are you going to watch the Super Bowl? You plan on it, or you got what?
Well, yeah. Well, we don't know. We don't have a plan actually, but I assume we have like a little pod family of friends that we hang out with, and I assume it'll probably be over here with them or over there.
All right. Well,
because nobody in my family cares.
Well, you got to make him care, Rob. You got to sit him down. You got to make him care. Not to tell you how to parent.
I must have told you this over the years, like how I've tried to convince my daughter that football was worth watching because, the running backs, sometimes they take ballet classes.
Yes, that's true.
Look at right there. Look at that. Look at that. Wait, where are you going?
Didn't work? Didn't work?
Like, not buying it at all.
Not yet. No. Hey, look, if you ever need any assistance on getting any children, I'm constant to watch football. I'm constantly trading off stuff too, like arm twisting, just watching movies too, just twisting arms to make sure that they. The other day, actually, my kids watched The War with Grandpa, Rob, and I realized in the middle of it, it's their first Robert De Niro movie, and what do I do with that sort of thing?
Oh no.
Well,
listen, don't worry about it. You messed up, but you weren't. You just now you know now to think before you act.
Right. Well, which one of your movies would you want people to watch first, so they can get the full Rob Corddry sense of things?
Full
that they understand. Yes.
Corddry.
Right. I imagine De Niro wouldn't choose that one, but.
I imagine at this point in his career, he's like, I don't care whatever you want.
But I guess in good parenting, as I didn't throw Deer Hunter in first. You know what I mean? Like I'm.
Well, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. What was the question?
Which one of your movies would you want someone to watch first so they could totally get?
Well, Hot Tub Time Machine, I think.
Okay. That's the one, I guess. Sure.
It's the easiest answer.
Hey, did you see, last one for you. Did you see Jon Stewart join Twitter yesterday? Did you see that?
I just saw that 5 minutes before I called you.
How about that? Did you ever think you'd see that day, Rob? How about that one?
Well, first of all, I didn't know he wasn't on Twitter.
Okay.
But
so okay.
You know.
Right.
But then I was like, well, of course, when I read that, I said, of course he was. He's not on Twitter. And this was the story that got him out. I love it. And I'm gonna direct message him the second we hang up to say, welcome to Twitter. You're gonna hate it.
That's accurate.
I think you, by the way, that is a very, and it is also within 240 characters. You could also tweet that out publicly.
I could say it twice.
You could. That's the thing of Twitter. Like I said,
I should do it publicly. You're right.
Look, I'm just trying to workshop it for you, Rob.
I'll credit you. I'll give you credit.
That's all good. At Rich Eisen. All right. So thank you for joining here on the show. Top Gear America premieres today exclusively on the Motor Trend app. Hang out with Rob and Dax and Jethro anytime you want. And the Unicorn on CBS, airing Thursdays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern on the Tiffany Network. Thanks again for the call, Rob. You take care.
It's been great talking to you, man.
Right back at you, brother.
It's been far too long.
It has been. Let's keep in touch. And that's not one of those things to say to somebody publicly. I actually would direct message that to you, too.
No. Because it's felt. It's heartfelt.
It is right here. Thanks for the call, Rob.
Get it, buddy.
I truly mean it. You take care, bud.
All right, bye.
That's Rob Corddry, everybody, here on The Rich Eisen Show. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.